Inside the toll booth that leads to Sky Arrow Bridge, wow, I got a Quick Claw already, wow! I'm getting items left, right, and center in this visit of Castelia. So, Quick Claw, 20% of the time will allow you to move first, even if you're slower. I'm going to equip it on Pig Knight, even though it doesn't really need it at that level. But Pig Knight isn't particularly fast. In fact, I would say it's pretty slow. So, I guess it could help. And this guy here is just for... he doesn't count as part of the Harlequin hunt for some reason. He's just a reminder of where you still have to check. So, actually, no, I will not reach Pinwheel Forest in Nakreen City, because look at that, it's blocked. Southeastern Unova is completely a post-game area. You cannot get through Sky Arrow Bridge in the main game. And yeah, it may take a while. No kidding! We have to wait until the post-game to get over there. And... oh, alright, since we're now June, it's now summer, which isn't going to change a whole lot as far as this video is concerned, though. But over here, let's continue exploring the main street. Here is the Battle Company, and, oh, right, the janitor. Remember how in the first game he was the leader of the Battle Company? Well, not anymore! He's really just a plain old janitor now, so... okay, what am I going to have here? Oh, an XP share! Holy crap! As I said, so many items! Hey, not complaining, but yeah, the experience share is going to come in handy rather soon, not Randy Hather soon, because I'm going to be catching a Drillbur and a Petilil for my team. And, yeah, of course, whenever you want to raise a new Pokemon, using the experience share is always a great idea. So, this girl here is going to give me a type-boosting item that corresponds to the starter that I tell her that I have. You can lie to her in order to have another item. So, there's really no way for her to know that you're lying to her, but I answered honestly because I could sort of use the charcoal right now, so, as soon as I'm done talking to her, I'm going to equip it on Pig Knight. It's going to be more useful than the Quick Claw, I would say. But, it doesn't really matter either way, because Pig Knight is going to be fired, no pun intended, rather soon. So, this guy is actually part of the Castelia Harlequin hunt. So, I found the Battle Company Harlequin, and over here... yeah, this guy. Remember when I said that the many NPC dialogues went unchanged? This is one such example, because I absolutely, definitely remember this guy being there and saying the exact same thing in the first game. So, as far as the Battle Company goes, I am not going to fight there right now, because I don't want to waste that experience on Pig Knight when I'm going to have 2 team members very soon. So, why specifically woman? Whatever! It doesn't matter at all. So yeah, the Battle Company, la 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 la. Nothing too major. Here we have the Unity Pier, which we're going to go check out. It leads to Unity Tower if you have traded or interacted with someone else through the GTS or whatever. It's the same as in the first game. What am I going to have now? Oh, Destiny Knot. This is definitely not as useful as some of the items I've gotten so far, but still better than nothing, I guess, even though it's so niche that even in-game there's no real use for it. So, yeah, the Unity Tower keeps track of the people you've interacted with. I can't go there because I haven't traded or battled with anyone. Of course not, because this is a ROM. But, yeah, the way the tower works is that it's sorted by countries. Each floor of the tower corresponds to a specific country, and the people you interact with are sorted by country and put in the appropriate floor. So over here we have the Harlequin for Passerby Analytics HQ. Now, Passerby Analytics is the exact same thing as in the first game, so I am not going to show you anything at all in here, because it is the exact same thing. You've already seen this in my previous Let's Play, and it's sort of time-consuming to, talk to everyone, show you everything. So I'll just refer you to the White 1 LP. It's not, I don't think it's being sloppy to do that. It's just that you've seen it already. You don't need to see it again, especially since it's something so unimportant. I'm going to be doing the same for other stuff like the musicals, which haven't changed at all. Over here, we have the Liberty Pier, where you can take a boat to a Liberty Island. I couldn't do that in the first game because I needed a Liberty ticket in order to get there, which is an event item that was distributed at the release of Black and White 1, and maybe at some other times, but the idea is that on the island there was a Victini, which is of course an event-only Pokemon. So we're going to go to Liberty Garden just to show you what it's like, since I didn't do so in the first game. But yeah, Victini was there, so understandably the ticket was an event-only item. And the Victini you could catch there, however, did not have any of the event moves that made it so useful. No V-Create, no Blue Flare, no Bolt Strike, no Fusion Bolt. But yeah, this whole thing, this whole place revolves around Victini. Team Plasma was here in the first game trying to cause trouble and get their hands on Victini, and of course it didn't work, as you would imagine. Here we have a vending machine that sells some of the most cost-effective healing items in the game. Definitely a much better choice to buy these items over something like Super Potion, which costs like twice what a lemonade costs and heals less. So yeah, if you need some healing items, definitely come here instead of buying potions and super potions, because these just suck in terms of cost effectiveness. So one thing about Victini, since you could catch it at release and as part of the main game, as soon as you come to Castelia, in fact, what they did was that they made it number 0 in the Unova Dex. It comes before even the starter. Same in the National Dex, where it's number 494, whereas Snivy is 495. So, yeah, I don't really know why they did that, as opposed to putting it at the end of the Pokédex like all the other event legendaries. But since it was, I guess it has to do with the fact that it was distributed at the game's release, and you could catch it very early as part of the main game, but because otherwise I have no idea. I wonder if there's going to be something like that in X and Y, or if they're just going to go the more standard route as far as event Pokemon are concerned. So this is the building where Team Plasma and Victini were. You fought a bunch of grunts, then Victini was in this room, and you could, of course, catch it. So here, trash can is empty. Really looking forward to the moment where I get the dowsing machine, because this is going to make looking for hidden items a lot earlier instead of looking in every freaking trash can. So let's head back to Castelia City, since we're already done here. As I said, not much to do beyond talking to NPCs, since Victini isn't available in this place anymore. So since we're done with the main street, we're gonna head over to the eastmost part of the city. And is there anything past this street? I don't think so, but it's always worth a look. Nope. So let's move on to this street. So a lot of people running around. You can't really talk to them. Instead, they just say a few words and go on their way. This is the Game Freak building, where some employees of Game Freak practice the art of self-insertion. So, number of medals I have is 7. Yeah, you're ahead of me, but not for long, even though I don't really care about the medals for the purpose of this LP. So, the Sturdy ability, which was newly buffed in Generation 5, which also acts as a permanent focus sash on top of being immune to one-hit KO moves. So, this NPC is going to tell me about the item maniacs, such as the one on Route 5 that wants mushrooms and other food items, the one in Icyrus that's interested in pearls and stuff like that. And, yeah, there are several of these maniacs, so even if you get your hands on items that you don't really have a use for, definitely wait until you find a maniac to sell them to. So here is the 22nd floor of the Game Freak building. This number, by the way, is not a random number chosen at random. The Game Freak HQ is on the 22nd floor of a certain building, which is located in Tokyo, if I remember correctly. These people don't have much that's interesting to say, but there are a few people that are going to want to fight here. Over here we have, the game director, which is Mr. Masuda himself. But yeah, remember Morimoto, who was one of the super bosses of the first game? Well, you can fight him right now, as well as another employee that I don't remember the name of. They can be fought right now. They have fairly average teams for the time being. It's sort of like the Royal Unova, where there are two different lineups, one for the main game and one for the post game. So nothing in these trash cans. Sound designer, I just woke up. Well, that's kind of random here, but it's the other two here that will want to do battle. A tip for getting strong in Pokemon battles. Well, of course you get strong in battles by battling. Like in any other RPG, it's sort of a vicious cycle. The more you skip battles, the more you're forced to skip battles because you're just not strong enough to kill anything. So, the planner will now want to battle. This is the guy that I was talking about that you couldn't fight in the first game, but you can in this one. Don't worry, I will come back once I have a Drillbur and a Petilil in my possession, though. Free revive right here. What does this one have to say? Well, that was pointless. So, this one is empty as well, so let's go back down to the first floor. By the way, I said that I would skip some of the places that were absolutely identical to the first game. Of course, as I said before, there's some NPC dialogue that's identical as well, but I'm still going to talk to everyone in those areas where I'm not sure that it's the same, because there are many things that have been changed. And oh wow, yeah, they're not only are they talking about critical captures, but they are actually referring to it by that name. So this was a name that was invented by fans, but it eventually fell into official usage in this game, much like the term shiny, which was used in official merchandise, and I think it's even been it's been used in games. In fact, I know that for a fact. So I find it pretty interesting that they actually keep track of fan-made lingo. Of course, there are many other terms that have never been seen before that are fan-made lingo. But the word evolution, for example, was... sorry about that. Was... well, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the term evolution was used in Ranger 2. So the rest TM here, which is practically universal, fully restores your HP, but you fall asleep for 3 turns. Of course, you can do like she says and use a Chesto Berry, which is going to wake you up as soon as you use rest. You can also use a Lumberry, however you risk losing it if your opponent inflicts you with another status rather than sleep. So, for that reason, the Chesto Berry is often considered the better choice for Chesto resting, especially since rest heals status as well. So, we are now done with this building, and I think with this entire street. So, that is going to be it for now. So, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Y2, we are going to check out the Central Plaza of Castelia City, as well as a few more areas, and wow, this place is deserted compared to the first game. Alright, see you next time.